licenses. So if you see it on the page on that is the listed of licenses are included compared to previous 29,000, we would have, I think 7 or 8 products. Now we would have probably 15, 20 different products that we can use, and also gives us 250 user licenses for department users to use. Also, it also gives us the ability to, the ERP system that we purchased that is also GIS centric. So it also allows that new system to be using GIS platform, and it does analytics against for all the ERP assets.
Councilman, you good, Chairman?
Yes.
Okay, Councilman Ramik?
So just so I kind of understand, so basically, we paid X amount of money for that new system.
Licenses for the Esri system.
Okay. To that new system that's come in, supposedly the company that brought in the new system for us, right? So does this have to do with anything we've gotten recently with the new company coming in?
No.
As far as the new systems that we've had come in?
No, these are our Esri system, but the Esri system is, the new system that is coming in uses Esri's technology to do its analysis. So that's why it's called Esri-centric system.
So we will have to continue to do this for an extended, for just as long as the systems are here.
And
It's
plus
a
more,
perpetual.
right? More we use, more technology, and system uses that technology, we'll gonna need to invest the money in licenses
I got it.
and improve our process using technology.
Okay.
I had a question. So, I noticed you said these are GIS systems, meaning graphical information, correct? So these are what people are using in the field, like at DPW and the animal shelter, like on the tough books, or do they use it in the assessor's office too?
They do use assessor's office, limited GIS right now, because you guys approved aerial image flyover for them. So when that image comes in, it goes into the Esri, also goes into the assessing. They also have the assessors also use the property layer, which is one of the assets in our GIS that each property has the property boundary.
Right.
That we will set up and then we'll export into their system.
I just want to point out this is not the new Granicus system that was purchased for an enterprise system. It's totally different system that they've been using for a while now.
Yeah,
correct?
so just give you a little bit background on 2003 and 4, year 2003 and 4, Water Department and Waytrim created a partnership with probably, I believe $1.5 million project to put all the Water Department assets and convert it into the GIS. And that's why the project started at that point. And then they did partner with Wayne County and city to get all these property boundary done, and all the water and sewer asset, hydrant and everything got digitized and put it into the GIS. And then 2007-8, we took the ownership of that data and put it into the Esri system. Since then, we are growing and buying licenses for this system and paying maintenance. And this year maintenance, we already paid for these in the middle of the almost end of the contract. We are changing, so we'll get the credit for it. But they have enterprise license system, but you have to sign 3-year contract, and part of that side, they'll give us more access to their more software that we can do more analysis and get improvement on it.
But this helps us to analyze like sewer failures and different types of things. It keeps all those data points. So
Yeah,
that we
once you
can-
put you put the data point in. So like give you the example, like if you use iCare and we present that iCare data
Right.
into the map that you can visualize by yourself, rather than somebody will tell you, say, hey, we got 50 different problem. But if you put that data into the mapping system, you will know which area this is coming from.
Right.
So that's one of the analysis. You can do so many analysis for improving your process and improving you and finding the mistakes and problems.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions?
Because this is just an upgrade, I'm assuming some or all of this was already budgeted for this year,
So
correct?
the 29, we pay, for last several years, we've been paying $29,000 for individual licenses, which is on October that we renewed, so it still continue on until another October. But in the middle of the thing, we're getting, because these three items together, we're doing enterprise contracts, so what they will do is, I believe it's yearly cost. So the contract will sign after the approval, and then whatever non-used portion of the current contract, 29,000, will get the reimbursement for this year, and then second year, we'll pay remaining amount.
Okay, thank you.
And this is just the licenses.
Okay, is there any other questions? Okay, if not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.20 is a motion to approve ERSI, current vendor, for implementation of the cloud services for an amount not to exceed $6,000, and this is funded through the IT contractual services.
Motion.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Ramik, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.21 is a motion to approve Onyx GCP Cloud for ESRI and data warehouse service for 3 years with a first-year amount of $75,000 and an annual cost of $35,000, funded through General Fund, Building Department, Water Department, and Sewer Department.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Councilwoman Pass?
Sneahal, do you know, it says the first year amount is 75,000, is that going, do you know what the second year would be? Would be about the same amount, or?
I think
Total
35.
is 7.
I think it's 3 years. The first year is 75, and then with 35,000?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so annual cost of 35.
Yeah, so what we have on this item, Y 75, is 35 plus 40,000 for implementation for first year.
Okay. Okay, so the first year is an additional 40,000 plus the 35 for implementation. You know what I mean?
So it's 35,000 every year, but
That
there's an
works.
additional at the very beginning.
First year for
That's right,
implementation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.22 is a motion to amend CCR number 9.453-20 to Dell Marketing, low quote, for an amount not to exceed $21,498, and this is funded through General Administration Expense Account.
Motion? Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Witten, supported by Councilwoman Croft. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, I hate to do this, but can someone explain what this is, the Dell Marketing?
Mayor or Sneahal? Says it's funded through the General Administration Expense Account. The CCR number for Dell Marketing?
Yes, through chair to council. So these are the webcams that we purchased. Remember, we had the item come in, and I think now we got the final invoice. And we purchased through Dell and a Logitech, so this is the amount. I think it's not, yeah, so this is $21,000 for the webcam that we purchased for the citywide. We got the delivery now. I think this item got approved, but I think different vendor got picked,
Okay.
and they did not deliver, and I think price is also cheaper compared to what was approved from the previous vendor.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Any other?
I'm confused, I'm sorry. I'm confused on that one.
Mr. Chairman, if you remember, we brought forward an item under mayor's communication a few months ago. At that point in time, the vendor had communicated with purchasing that they had them in stock and available. When purchasing executed the purchase order, we found out that they did not have them in stock, so they had to search and find, and they found this vendor, which happens to be different and a different cost. So we had to bring the item back forward for approval. So we did not, we were not able to purchase the 250 cameras previously, so we're doing it through this vendor, or propose to do it through this vendor.
Is this all of them or just part of them?
I believe it's all of
Okay,
them.
okay.
Thank you for that explanation.
You're welcome.
Is there any other questions? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.23 is a motion to approve an ordinance to amend the Code of Ordinances by replacing the current Chapter 11 medicinal marijuana in its entirety and replacing it with the new Chapter 11, which shall be titled Medical Marijuana Facilities and Marijuana Establishments,